Hey, sports fans, I love you, and welcome into the first leg of the final showdown here on the most tantalizing sports trivia show across the globe. With both of the final teams making their way to the finals by the skin of their teeth, I can most certainly promise fireworks as we begin our final matchup this season. Enough squawking, let's begin tonight's playoff action with our first jump ball. So tell me, gentlemen, who took down Alabama on Saturday? That is Team 2. What do you got for me?
LSU.
LSU is correct. Get yourself some popcorn, settle in. So you think you know sports starts right now. Welcome one and all to another headlining matchup here on So You Think You Know Sports. I'm your host, Jake Shelley. As we begin the first round of our two-part final, it's only right that we reintroduce you to the two teams that have made their way through the field and now find themselves at the doorstep of fame and fortune. Our first team tonight is made up of two gentlemen that we're not anticipating on working together when the show started. It's last-minute fill-in Scuba Steve Durr and AJ Muley. Gentlemen, how are we feeling tonight?
Doing well. Good to be back again.
Doing great. Finally, yeah, we're finally actual teammates, I guess.
This is great.
Okay,
AJ and I are good friends.
This is the first time you're calling yourself teammates?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Okay, okay. Well, their opposition has reached tonight's final with their impressive and lucky knowledge of the unlikely combination of tennis and college hoops. It's Brandon Ulrich and Evan Glotzer. How are you boys feeling tonight?
To be honest, I did not expect to be here tonight.
Love that confidence. We love that confidence.
I know, I'm full of it. But, anything can happen now, so hopefully we can win this thing.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Alrighty, well, the introductions are over. Now we get into the meat of our program with the first game of the night. You guessed it, it's the starting lineup. So the rules for the starting lineup are pretty simple. Each contestant takes turns naming items off of a selected category, with each answer being worth 25 points. Each contestant is given one wrong answer. So, Team 2 on the jump ball, we're going to start with them. The first topic tonight is all-time leaders in strikeouts by a hitter. So they're at the plate, they tend to strike out a lot. It's the game of baseball, but who did it the most? We'll start with you, Evan.
Alrighty, let's start with me. Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds is not on that list. So with that, eliminated.
My up.
Yeah, you're up.
Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn, he's on that list. He's third, to be exact, 2,379. Whew, that's a lot. Brandon?
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, he's at the top of that list, 2,597. Good guess there. Over to you, AJ.
Let's go Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton. He'll probably end up on that list, but he's not on there yet. And with that, AJ has been eliminated. Back over to you now, Brandon.
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron. Not on that list. And with that, Team 2 has been eliminated. Steve, you're the last man standing in what is proving to be quite the poor first category.
Mark Reynolds.
Mark Reynolds. He's on that list. There you go. 1,927. Can you keep going?
Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs. Not on that list.
Fortunate.
And with that, both teams have been eliminated. Some of the names missed, actually, a lot of the names missed on this list. Jim Tomei, Sammy Sosa, A-Rod, Andres Galarraga, Jose Canseco, Willie Stargell, Curtis Granderson, the Grandy Man can't, actually, Mike Cameron, Mike Schmidt, Fred McGriff, Tony Perez, Ryan Howard, Bobby Abreu, former Yankee legends. Also Derek Jeter, he's pretty good. Chris Davis, Dave Kingman, and Manny Ramirez. And with that, we head into our second category. Hopefully you guys can rebound here. Team 1's going to start us off. It is the last 20 NFL defensive players of the year. I am going to tell you that there are some repeats on this list. You will have to say it again.
All right.
So keep that in mind. We're starting with you, Team 1. In fact, we're going to start with AJ to be specific.
All right, Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, yes, he's on that list.
Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly, he's on that list, 2013.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is on that list. He's there at 13.
So to reiterate, so if someone won twice, you have to say them twice?
Nope, that is not true. Apparently I was wrong.
There you go.
So I have to say it once. All right.
Yep, you have to say it once. So Ray Lewis has won twice. He's been eliminated. And Aaron Donald won twice, 18 and 17. He's been eliminated off that list.
Jeez, not off to a great start here. Let's go with...
5, 4, 3.
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed, he's on that list, 2004. Way to save yourself right there. Back over to you, Team 1.
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, yeah. He's been on there 3 times to be exact. 15, 14, and 12.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. Not quite. And with that, we have our first miss.
Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson. That's correct, 2009 to be exact. Good year for Yankees fans,
Maybe I
but
should've
wrong
won.
sport. Anyway, back to you, Team 2.
Alrighty.
And
Michael
5.
Strahan.
Michael Strahan. Sounds right. It is right, 2001 to be exact. Team 1.
You said the last 20 years, right?
Just last 20 defensive
that's what
players.
20, yeah. Okay. Damn. I don't know if he makes the cutoff. Reggie White.
Reggie White, he's on that list, 1998
Good
to
work.
be exact. 17 on our list of 20.
Okay. Alrighty. Von Miller.
Von Miller, not quite. And with that, Team 2 has been eliminated. Team 1, you can run with this. What do you got for me?
Darrell Rivas.
Rivas Island, not quite. First
Okay.
miss over there for Team 1.
Woodson stole that one from him.
Uh,
Oh, well, there you go.
AJ, last man standing.
Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins. And with that, no. Both teams have been eliminated. We did a little bit better with the second starting lineup.
Getting there.
Well, before we head to break, we want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Pat's Pizzeria, for providing our cast and crew with food. Also, make sure you check us out on Instagram. Show us some love at SYTYKS ICTV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to So You Think You Know Sports. We have made our way through the starting lineups, and as we move on to our second game, the scoreboard currently reads 35-20 in favor of Team 1. As we jump into our second contest of the evening, leaders of the clubhouse, we first toss up the second jump ball. So, fellas, who is the new #1 college basketball team?
Kentucky.
Kentucky is correct. Probably not for long after that loss to Evansville, but nonetheless, they are one right now. Okay. Now we're heading into our second game of the evening. It's titled Leaders of the Clubhouse. Like I said, the rules for this puppy are pretty simple. Teams will work together to try to complete a top 6 list. The first team to attempt to complete the list is allowed 1 incorrect answer. Once that team gets 2 answers wrong, the other team can try to complete the board, However, that second team can only guess incorrectly once, and then they get the boot. So, Team 1 won that jump ball. They're going to start us off. You guys get to choose the category. There's 3 of them to be exact. The first one is top passing yards for QBs after Week 10 of this NFL season. The second category is top 6 teams in the MLB with the highest attendance, how many fans they're drawing to the game, in 2019. And then top 6 NBA jersey sales of the 2018-19 season. So that's last year, if you can't comprehend that. So, what are we going to start with?
You're going to be good with that?
Yeah.
All right, passing yards.
Passing yards.
I mean,
okay.
I can do that.
So, what do you got for me?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, you're correct. He's 4 on that list, 2,737.
Think so?
Yeah.
Prescott.
Prescott, that's right. Dak Prescott is 2 on this list.
No NFL guy.
And in fact, he is he should be in the MVP race, but a lot of people are looking at Lamar Jackson.
Other ones. I'll say Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yep, he's on that list, although
Cousins might be. Up there.
2,718 yards to be exact. The Green Bay Packers are in the driving seat for the NFC North.
Yeah, I think we go with Cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, incorrect. How do you like that? I don't like that at all. Swing and a miss there. You still have 1 incorrect answer.
Did Lamar get it because of those 2 games?
Maybe. Should we just do it?
Why not? Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson is not on that list, which is proving my point. Anyway, over to you, Team 2. You still have 3 names left on this list.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston is correct. 2,765. Although I will say, Jameis Winston, we're not sure if he's going to show up any given Sunday. We don't know what we're getting.
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers, he's #1 on that list, in fact. 2,816 yards, although I don't really consider the Chargers to be a force to be reckoned with.
All right. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, incorrect. No Nope.
Beat him in
The
that
last name that you guys missed is Patrick Mahomes. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good job there. And now Team 2, we're going to have you choose the next category. You can choose top 6 teams in the MLB with highest attendance or top 6 NBA jersey sales of last season. What's it going to be?
We'll do jersey sales.
You'll do jersey sales. What do you got for me?
LeBron.
LeBron, yeah, he's there. In fact, he's number 1. That's 60 points for you.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, he's 2. 50 points for you. This trend is helping you out.
Giannis.
Giannis, he's 3. Very good.
James Harden.
James Harden, darn it. He's on the list, but he's 6.
Oh.
Still on
dang it.
fire, though. What do you got
We
for
should have
me?
done this one, yeah.
KD.
KD, not quite. That's your first miss. You still have another one.
Okay, let's like Russell.
Is it for this year? No, last year.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, not on that list. He probably should be, though. But the board man is not getting any love, although he does get paid. So over to you now, Team 1. There's still 2 names left on this list.
I would do that, yeah. Luka Doncic?
Not quite. And with that, you have been eliminated. The 2 names missed on this list, Kyrie Irving
Oh.
No, I get that.
and
Embiid.
Philly,
Embiid.
giving him some love, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, we gotta get this one.
And with that, Team 1 is going to have our last category of the night. You don't really get to choose this. Top 6 teams in the MLB with highest attendance. Can you name them?
Yankees.
That's right. The New York Yankees are definitely on that list. They're at 3, though.
Cubs. Or Cardinals, either or. Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals are 2 on that list.
Cardinals for sure.
50 points for you there.
I want to say the Phillies. I think. Yeah, because of the new Phillies.
Phillies, not quite. Bryce Harper, not getting any fans. Good.
That was funny. Oh, Dodgers.
Dodgers, they're number 1 on that list. They may draw in a lot of fans, but they can't seem to get to the World Series.
Cubs.
Cubs, they're on that list. Chicago showing some love.
How many more do we have?
Not having a good team. I don't know if I can tell you that. It's 2.
I'm trying to think. Red Sox. We should go to the Red Sox. Yeah. Red Sox.
Red Sox, not on that list. So, still 2 names left on this list. Team 2, you can come in and steal them.
Okay. Houston.
Houston, incorrect.
Ooh,
The
that
2
was a
teams
mistake.
that you guys missed, first of
They're
all,
tied.
5th, Los Angeles Angels. So look at that.
Rockies.
Mike Trout finally getting a little bit of a crowd. Shohei as well.
Good for him.
That's about it on that team. Colorado Rockies are 6. Rocktober, not in October, however. And with that, we are going to be jumping on to our next game. It's titled Shoot Your Shot. And the rules for this one are as follows. Teams will work together to answer a statistics-based question. Both teams will write their answer on a whiteboard, so get it out, and reveal it at the same time. The team whose number is closest to the answer will get 10 points. But if a team guesses the exact number, they will receive a whopping 30 points.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. And so, our first Shoot Your Shot question of the evening. How many rushing yards does the NFL leader in yards, Dalvin Cook, have? He was a huge part of that win against the Cowboys. Been playing well all season long for the Purple Leaders. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Seeing 993 and 973. Wow. Team 2, 2 yards off. Dalvin Cook, 991 yards on the season to be exact. So close to getting 30 points, but they'll take it. Team 2, 10 points for you there. And with that, we move on to our second question. How many RBIs did MLB leader Anthony Rendon finish the 2019 season with? Runs batted in for the now world champion, Anthony Rendon, likely to not only get a World Series ring this offseason, but a lot of money wherever he ends up.
That's a good guess.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, let's see him. 127 and 125. Well, you both are going to get 10 points because the correct answer is 126.
Wow.
Talk about splitting the difference.
That's crazy.
That's quite the sandwich right there. 10 points for each team. And with that, we move on to our third one. Here we go. If John Stockton sat out his last 6 NBA seasons, he'd still be the all-time leader in assists. You can register that. How many does he have? all-time assist for one of the greatest players, most underrated players as well of all time.
We're not taking away to 6 seasons. It's like still.
And so this is just his career.
Yeah.
Overall career.
Like 2,000. Maybe I think more than that. Let's go with 5,000. Maybe 10,000.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing 10,200 and 23,679. Well, the correct answer is, geez, this is actually, math is not my forte, I'll be honest with you. It is team 1, in fact. 15,806.
What was that? Like what?
And with that, we move on to our 4th question. Sorry about that.
We went the over last time.
My brain was just trying to process all those numbers, not really working. How many free throw attempts is James Harden averaging per game this season? If you are a member of
current season, you're saying?
Yep, this season. If you are a member of Twitter, and more specifically NBA Twitter, you can tune in on any given night that the Rockets play to see everybody in the West cry about how many free throws James Harden gets to shoot every game. And 5, 4, you guys are both done. Let's see them. 19 and 10.3. I like the decimal place. In fact, it is 15. So our team over there is going to get it. Oh, so close with the decimal point, however. And with that, we move on to our 5th question. Nikita Kucherov, that's his name, led the NHL in points last season. How many points did he have? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see him. 115 and 109. The correct answer is 128. So team 1 is going to grab some more points. And with that, here we go.
There's more?
How many games under 500 are the Nets since moving to Brooklyn?
Can you say when they moved to Brooklyn or no?
I actually don't know, and it's not listed, so no.
They had like 3 straight seasons where they were like top 5. But those were really bad. Yeah. No, I meant top 5 or worse. So let's go like.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. 92 and 125. 90 is the correct answer, so Team 1 again is going to grab some points there. And our final shoot your shot question of the evening. Andrei Vasilevsky led the NHL in wins last season as a goalie. How many did he have?
I got you.
Pro Tampa Lightning game tonight.
You remember? I think this is like.
He may be pro Lightning, but we weren't watching them in the Stanley Cup final, that's for sure.
This is regular season wins, right?
And yep, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 60 and 50. Correct answer, 39. So Team 2 finally crawling out of the hole, getting some points. And with that, we have finished our shoot your shot categories for the night. We're going to be jumping to a break, but before we jump to that break, we want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Pat's Pizzeria, for providing our cast and crew with food. Also, make sure to check us out on Instagram at SYTYKSICTV. It's a mouthful. We'll be right back. Well, folks, it's that time of the night. We have officially entered the final showdown. The score is currently 365 to 310 in favor of Team 2. But before we head into our final showdown, it's time for one more jump ball. But before we get to that jump ball, I want to ask you guys, it's the final. There's 2 legs. How are we feeling about the initial leg tonight?
You know, this is intense. I think we have a short lead right now, so it's like it's very, very close.
Been back and forth.
Yeah.
So, Steve, I see you wore that Irish jersey again. Do you believe in the luck of the Irish or just LeBron James?
Well, I don't believe in late choke, as in LeBron.
I am a big fan of that response. I can't give you any plus points because I'm the host. I have to stay neutral, but I like that.
Yes, and so like the Irish jersey, I do like the Irish jersey, and I don't really necessarily believe in the luck of the Irish, but we're just going to go with it because we had a really good round last time.
Okay. I'm with that. And Team 2, how are we feeling?
I think there's room for improvement.
Yeah, I think there definitely is.
We're hanging in there, so
I mean,
that's a good sign.
And definitely a lot better considering we have next week too. So
That's
not the
true.
end of the world.
You're only 55 points behind tonight,
still have
and
time.
we are entering the final showdown. And in the final showdown, 3 categories will be given with 3 questions per category. Questions are worth 25, 50, and 100 points. Today's categories are biggest turnarounds, age is just a number, and the Jones. Yeah, you heard that one right. So, jump ball first to start us off to see who's going to start the final showdown. Here we go. Who was named NL Rookie of the Year this past week? That was Team 2.
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso is correct. Polar Bear Pete, Pistol Pete, however you choose to address him, he won it. And with that, Team 2 is going to start us off in the final showdown. So what category are you going to choose and for what amount of points?
All right, we'll do Jones for 100.
Jones for 100. Here we go. What Jones played with LeBron James and went to 7 consecutive NBA Finals?
James Jones.
James Jones is correct. That's a pretty good start, Team 2. 100 points. And over to you, Team 1.
What were the other 2 categories again?
I thought you might need reminding.
Yeah.
Age is just a number, and the biggest turnarounds.
Want to go turnaround?
Yeah.
Turnarounds.
4.
Oh, 100. Sorry, my fault.
All right. Here we go. What NFL team went from 4-12 in 1998 to winning the Super Bowl in '99?
The Ravens?
Yeah, I think so.
What was it, the Bucks? Oh, I think it was the Buccaneers.
I think so.
5.
Or the Ravens.
Buccaneers.
4. Buccaneers. Incorrect. In fact, it was the St. Louis Rams.
Ah, yeah.
The St. Louis Rams, not the Los Angeles Rams. Remember those uniforms? And back over to Team 2, who is now taking the lead.
I will take the final 100, please.
You will take the final 100. I thought you might. And who is the oldest current manager in the MLB?
Dang it. I got the do you got another one?
Bud Black?
Bud Black is incorrect. And in fact, Joe Madden on the move.
Knew that.
He's the oldest. 65 years of age. Still doing a pretty good job if you ask me. And with that, all the 100-point questions have been eliminated. Back to you, Team 1.
We're going to go with Jones 50.
Jones
I like
50.
That name.
Okay. What Jones played for the Boston Celtics from 1957 to 1969?
Sam Jones.
Sam Jones is correct. Surprised you got one that quick.
No idea on that one.
With that,
Let's do turnaround for 50, please.
all right, turn around 450. You got it. Which newly drafted NFL quarterback led the way to improve his team's record by 9 wins from the previous season in 2012?
2012. Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck is correct. That's a pretty good guess right there. 50 points for Team 2. Andrew Luck, no longer in the league. If you ask me, he's pretty good at his job, but I think he values having his brain and he's in working order by the time he's 50 years old.
Don't we all?
Yeah. And with that, we head back to you, Team 1.
We'll take the ages for the 50.
Okay. Question is, who is the youngest player to ever play in an NBA game? The youngest ever to make an appearance, even for a second. Who was it?
Fultz?
I think it was Kobe.
Is that like Kobe or LeBron, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go. Kobe Bryant?
It was not Kobe Bryant. You're pretty close. The correct answer,
It's Wilt.
Andrew
Nope.
Bynum.
Nope, I was wrong either way.
18 years
Nope,
and
Andrew Bynum.
6
Terrible player.
days. Terrible
Doesn't
player?
deserve
Well, pretty young when he entered the league, so give him props for that. And with that, we are back to you, Team 2.
Jones for 25.
Jones for 25. Alrighty. Here we go. What Jones won his first NFL start against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is correct. And with that, Team 2, perhaps,
Whichever one.
on a roll.
Turnaround, probably.
And with that, we head back to Team 1.
Turnaround for the 25.
Okay, turn around for 25. What star point guard did the New Jersey Nets acquire after the 2000-2001 season to help improve their record by 26 wins to make the finals the following year?
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd is correct.
Yeah.
25 points for Team 1. And with that, there is only one final question for this episode, and it is, who is the oldest player to play in an NFL game?
Tom Brady.
It is not Tom Brady. In fact, it is Adam Vinatieri.
All right, that's good.
That's huge.
And with that,
That's huge.
it's with a heavy heart that I say that that's all the time we have here on the show tonight. Currently, Team 2 is in the lead, but for how long? Who knows? You're going to have to tune in next week and the second leg of our finals. I know it seems like a lifetime away, but as Stevie Wonder once said, don't you worry about a thing, because we will see you next week, same time and same place for the second and final episode of our season. I know, it's sad. Once again, a colossal shout out to our sponsor, Pat's Pizzeria, for providing food for our cast and crew. Also, a special thank you to everyone, and I do mean everyone behind the scenes, that made this week's show go on. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you next week right here on So You Think You Know Sports.